Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Easy English channel. We are so happy to see you here today. I'm Emily.
And I'm Paul. Hello, Emily. I have to say I am very excited about today's episode. My stomach is actually making noise.
Why is that, Paul? Are you that hungry?
Yes, because today we are talking about food and restaurants. It is one of my favorite things to do on the weekend.
I agree. Today's topic is Learn English at the Restaurant. This is a very practical lesson because whether you are traveling or living in an English-speaking country, you will definitely go out to eat.
Exactly. But for many learners, ordering food can be a little scary. You worry about not understanding the waiter or making a mistake. We want to help you feel 100% confident.
That's our goal. We will guide you through the simple words and phrases you need from the moment you walk through the door until the moment you pay the bill.
That sounds perfect. But before we dive into the delicious details, remember to subscribe to our channel if you want to improve your English every single day with us.
And please give us a like. It helps our community grow. Okay, Paul, let's start our journey. Imagine we are standing in front of a very popular, busy restaurant. What is the first thing we should think about?
Well, if the restaurant is popular, we usually need a reservation.
Good word. A reservation means you call the restaurant or use an app before you go to make sure they have a table waiting for you. You can say, I would like to make a reservation for 2 people at 7 p.m. tonight.
And when you call, they might ask for your name. Sometimes you have to spell it. For example, my name is Paul. That's P-A-U-L. This is great practice for your alphabet.
That is so true. Now, when you arrive at the restaurant, a host or hostess will meet you at the door. They will smile and say, Hello, do you have a reservation?
If you don't have one, don't worry. You can ask, Hi, do you have a table for 2 available? Or simply, a table for 2, please.
A table for 2. That is a classic phrase. If they have space, they will say, right this way, or follow me, please, and lead you to your table.
Once you are seated, they give you the menu. Sometimes there is a separate drink menu or wine list, too. Emily, can you explain the different parts of a food menu?
Of course. Usually, a menu has a specific order. First, you see appetizers or starters. These are small portions like chicken wings, garlic bread, or a small soup. You eat these while you wait for your big meal.
Then comes the main course or entrees. This is the star of the show. It's the largest plate, like a big bowl of pasta, a grilled steak, or a fish dish.
And don't forget the side dishes, or just sides. These are smaller items you order to go with your main course, like mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, or French fries.
Then, my favorite part, dessert. This is the sweet treat at the end. You might choose chocolate cake, fruit salad, or maybe just a coffee.
We should also mention beverages. As we said before, that is just a formal word for drinks. You'll see water, soda, juice, and beer in this section.
Now, let's talk about the waiter. In many places, they will come to your table very quickly. They often start by asking, "Can I get you something to drink?" while you look at the menu.
This is where we practice being polite. Beginners sometimes say, I want a Coke, but I want can sound a bit demanding or rude in a restaurant.
You're right, Emily. It is much better to use I would like to or could I have. For example, I would like a glass of orange juice, please, or could I have a bottle of water?
Adding please at the end is like magic. It makes the waiter want to give you great service.
After a few minutes, the waiter will return and ask, "Are you ready to order?"
If you're still looking at all the delicious food and can't decide, just say, not yet. Could we have a few more minutes, please? They will say, no problem, and come back later.
But if you are ready, you can say, "I'll have the beef burger," or "I would like the seafood pasta, please."
Now, Paul, sometimes we have special requests. This is very common. For example, what if you don't like a certain ingredient?
Good point. I hate onions, so I would say, "Can I have the burger without onions, please?" Or if you want to change something, you can ask, "Can I have a salad instead of fries?"
That's a very useful phrase, instead of. And we must talk about allergies. This is about staying safe.
Yes, if you have a food allergy, you must tell the waiter clearly. You can say, I am allergic to nuts, or does this dish contain dairy? The waiter will check with the chef to make sure your food is safe.
Another thing people ask is this dish spicy? If you don't like hot peppers, it is good to ask before you order.
Now, while you're eating, the waiter might come by and ask, how is everything? Or is everything okay here?
You can give a simple answer like, it's delicious, thank you, or everything is great. If you need something else, like more water or another napkin, this is the time to ask.
Could I have another napkin, please? Or could I have some more water? See, we use those same polite phrases again.
If there's a problem, maybe the food is cold or it's the wrong dish, stay calm. You can say, excuse me, I think this is the wrong order, or excuse me, my food is a bit cold. Could you heat it up for me?
Always start with excuse me. It is the best way to get attention politely. Now, let's talk about some specific choices. If you order a steak, the waiter will ask, how would you like that cooked?
There are 5 main levels, but let's look at the most common 3. Rare is very red and cool in the center. Medium is pink and warm. And well done is cooked completely with no pink.
Most people like medium or medium rare. I'm a medium guy. And what about water?
If you ask for water, they might ask still or sparkling. Still is normal water. Sparkling as bubbles, like soda water.
In some countries, like the US, you can also ask for top water. That is water from the sink, and it's usually free.
Okay, we're finished. We are full. Maybe we had a nice piece of cheesecake for dessert. Now we need to pay.
In the US, we ask for the check. In England or Australia, they usually say the bill. You can ask, could we have the check, please?
If you're eating with a friend and you want to pay for only your own food, you can ask, can we split the check? Or can we pay separately?
That's very helpful to know. And finally, let's mention the tip or gratuity.
This is extra money for the waiter's hard work. In the US, it's standard to leave 15 to 20%. In some other countries, a service charge might already be included in the bill.
Always check the bottom of your bill to see if service included is written there. If you pay with cash and want to be extra nice, you can say, keep the change.
Keep the change means the waiter can keep the small amount of money left over as part of the tip.
Wow, we really covered the whole experience today. Let's do a quick review of the key vocabulary for our listeners.
We started with reservation and a table for 2. Then we looked at the sections of the menu: appetizers, main course, side dishes, and dessert.
We practiced polite ordering with I would like to and could I have, and we learned how to handle allergies and special requests using without and instead of.
We also talked about steak temperatures like medium and well done, and the difference between still and sparkling water.
And finally, we learned how to ask for the check or bill and how to split it with friends.
Remember, listeners, you don't need to speak perfect English. The most important thing is to be polite and use these key words. The waiter is there to help you enjoy your meal.
I feel like a pro now, but Emily, all this talk of steak and pasta is making me even hungrier. Can we go eat now?
Yes, Paul, let's go find a nice table for 2. But first, we have a question for our friends at home.
That's right. We want to hear from you in the comments. Tell us, what is your favorite restaurant and what do you usually order there?
Try to use the phrases we learned today. For example, I would like to order the spicy chicken with a side of fries.
We love reading your stories and seeing you practice. It's the best way to learn.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today on the Easy English channel. We hope this makes your next dinner out much more fun.
Don't be afraid to speak up next time you're at a restaurant. You can do it.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you in the next episode.